I'll give you one other example at the complete opposite end of the career spectrum. And this is an example of a student of mine, someone I'll call Lawrence Trin. That's a disguised name. But Lawrence is, Lawrence grew up in the United States. He's the son of parents who were born in Vietnam and left after the war. And his aspiration is to contribute to the well-being of Vietnamese society by helping with its economic development. He's got a background in financial services, and so what he really wants to do is be a long-term investor, not a hit-and-run investor. He, in fact, wants to go in, learn how business is done, and, in fact, be a constructive investor in the country. But the challenge he faces is he knows that it's got a very weak rating on its corruption practices. That is, it's amongst the worst countries when it comes to corruption. The Vietnamese government's not democratically elected and has been accused of human rights abuses. So his question is, how do I operate in this sort of environment? What happens when someone comes to me and asks for a bribe or asks for certain types of personal favors? And the second question is this even the right time for me to go to Vietnam and try and make a difference? And there's where I think the gap arises. This is someone whose ideals and whose skill set tells him this is the place for me to be. And at the same time, he faces a set of complex responsibilities. That is, he wants to contribute financially. Whatever firm hires him will also be looking for a return. And he certainly doesn't want to contribute to any corruption in the country. And yet what I would propose is that as much as we think we've equipped him through our MBA program, it's certainly the case that no MBA student, and really I would say it's very hard for anyone, even at the executive level, to be able to take on that sort of a challenge of how do you as an individual take on practices that have been deeply embedded in the way business has been done for a long period of time.